Well, here we are. Hi, I'm Jared Ewey, the host of Yonder Radio. And before Susanna Brown edits it down, which could be a wrap, Susanna, look for that in your future. But before she edits it down, there's the full length interview, and that becomes this Beyond the Yonder. And today, we bring you the conversation of Carlos Valdez. It's a follow up from previous conversations. It all began with this video clip. Yeah, it almost seems hard to believe, but that young man has no problem sharing what he went through when he was 9 years old. Let me tell you, this is hard to listen to, but he's pretty tough and just starts sharing.
But I got caught under the boat and chopped up by the propellers. The boat chopped off one of the legs. The other one was amputated because of the lake water infection. And I was in the hospital for 5 months. The first 3 months, I was in a coma. And they kept telling my mom, the doctors, he's not going to make it, he's not going to live, just unplug it. I have over 27 scars. I went through 27 surgeries, and they told me I wasn't supposed to live. That's it, yeah. Now I'm doing this. No one could ever expect the little boy that was in hospital for 5 months would be catching a touchdown.
That video was taken about 2.5 years ago at a Brigsdale Falcon football game, and now he's graduated. He's on his way to college, and there's something else he's doing. I talked to him a couple months ago, and wanted to find out how his new passion of being an inspirational speaker was going.
I don't know. Honestly, I think it's going incredible. I had my most recent one, I want to say 4 weeks ago, in middle school, and I don't know, that one has just led to so many things. I don't know, it's just been incredible. One of the funny story, one of the students that went there went and told his dad, and his dad makes vinyl stickers and shirts and hats and everything, and he reached out to me. Um and he because he makes everything, he makes all those things. He was like, "Oh, you want some stickers? I can hook you up with some stickers." So I got some stickers made with my brand or my logo, I guess. Yeah, I guess, I mean, we're doing this whole partnership thing now, where we're getting shirts and stuff. I'm gonna sell them off my website and stuff. I don't know.
One thing, you've been great for the community. I mean, even let's just forget the accident, if that's even possible, because you as a student, you are out there representing all over the place with Future Farmers of America. How's that going?
Yeah, well, it's my senior year, so I'm gonna have to leave that blue corduroy jacket behind. But I think it went well. While I had it, and I was gonna run for state office, but I decided against it. But yeah, the lessons, just the opportunities I had, the experiences I had with that blue jacket, I'll always carry with me for the rest of my life. And I think that those lessons, everything that came with that blue jacket, is something so meaningful and powerful to me that I'll always have with me for the rest of my life, and I can take into every aspect of my life. But yeah, the good thing is for state office, I can run because it gives you 3 years after graduation to run. So I think why I decided against it. I want to see how my first year of college goes on campus, and then see if I like it living on campus. See if I like the college life, or then I'm gonna stay in college. But if I want to give state office another shot, then I have that opportunity too, and I have that outlet that I can go into.
How has living in Little Brigsdale and your experience prepared you for the next step? You know, your story, of course, is exceptional, but how do you think all that's propelling you?
I think they say something that they say in Bridgedale is you're protected, in the little Bridgedale bubble, because you never go out. You're from a super tiny community, and they say you're super protected, but doing everything that I've done and being involved in everything that I've done, all my extracurriculars, I like I've been exposed to a lot more, and not living in Bridgedale has also like helped. So I think it definitely was a good start and definitely was a good choice staying in Bridgedale uh, after my accident because yeah, I would have had a hard time adjusting otherwise. But I think honestly it was like I'm ready, and I think it has prepared me like a significant amount because it one, it gave me the relationships, it gave me the close insight on things, but two, it gave me the opportunity to get involved in all those extracurriculars to where I can now like I now have that knowledge and like I see things differently now. So I think it has prepared me like a significant amount for my next steps.
Yeah, the fact that I know you is truly a small town journalism moment because the publisher of the Jackson County Star, Matt Schuler, got a hold of me and told me about this photograph that Jerry Patterson had taken for the Otis Telegraph. And Matt told me, he goes, I wanted to look at this picture because, yeah, they're hoisting this young man, but notice it's both teams. Like both teams at the same time are hoisting this.
Yeah.
How did that, do you think that changed the community a little bit?
Like in my community or their community?
You know, in your community or just in general, like,
I think honestly, like that moment, I think has like changed just for the people who saw it. Honestly, the people who see the post is like, I honestly do think it like changed. I don't know, like if a lot, but it changed something because to see two teams come together for that and like for something like that is like inspiring, and I don't know, it just felt great to me, and I'm sure it felt great to other people too. But yeah, I think it like did change the community because I don't know, like how to describe it, but it felt like it changed the way they viewed a lot of things.
when I was up there in Briggsdale talking to people about it, a lot of them struggled to put words to it, how they felt. The announcer, the voice of the Briggsdale Falcons, Ken Snyder, you know, he did a pretty good job capturing it.
Every year you see something, on YouTube where, you see a kid out there that never gets any playing time, and it's up there with all those to where you're just like, yeah, heck yeah, man, it was awesome.
Yeah, the even the refs like came up to me too after the game and were like, "Man, that's awesome. That's incredible." I even had some other people from the other team that were not players come up, and yeah, it's just like a great night and great game overall. I'll always talk about that moment to my future family, to my future kids, and I'll always talk about that.
Well, right now, when you're out there on stage and you're talking to schools, what are you telling the kids? What is your message?
I first share like some funny stories, just to get them like laughing, just to get them engaged and moving into the process forward. But I tell them like just overcoming adversity, like just facing your challenges, and I focus on the whole "why not me" message because that's whole what my brand stands for overall. But that "why not me" message, like you can spend so much time asking yourself state the two-letter questions is like, "Why me? Why me?" Like, when something happens in your life, when something bad happens in your life, is like, "Why would this happen to me? Why me?" But if you just change your aspect, if you just change your perspective and ask yourself, "Why not me?" Your eyes and your whole perspective changes and your whole world changes from asking yourself, "Why not me?"
So, in your conversation to yourself, just make it a simple change.
Yeah, and your whole life can change after that if you just change that question. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people's minds change too, and it sounds like extremely simple because it's like, oh, it's not that easy. It can't be that easy. It's too good to be true. But like honestly, if you do change that mindset, then your life can change with it, you know?
What is your website?
It's why not me22.com. That has all like my homepage and about me section, my services page, and then it has my pricing, which the pricing varies. It's not exactly the most accurate on the website because I tend to like base it off more. That's kind of my base. What I started is on my website, but then base it off of like travel and cost and everything. Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, don't be afraid
Why
to ask
not
for
me?
money, man.
For what?
I said, don't be afraid to ask for money. You're worth it.
Yeah, no, like in my first like speeches or whatever, like my first presentations at schools and different events, I didn't charge, only because I was still practicing and like getting experience, and I was still getting my name out there and kind of my foot through the door. But like now that I have experience, now that I kind of know what I kind of want to do, like I'm starting to charge now, which is great because
That's
not
good.
only is that little freedom to do kind of what I want, but it also like helps me out to either get better system, better technology and stuff like that.
Well, I just have an anecdote about pricing. So I've always struggled asking people, pay me for things, and because I like to do it a lot, and I feel like, wow, what a dream to get paid. And so Comcast, the cable company, hired me to do comedy for their Christmas, their holiday comedy or holiday party. And the guy asked me on the phone, he's like, how much do you want to get paid? And I'd always struggled with this. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to really bone up here. I'm going to ask for a lot of money. And I said, $500. And he paused, and I'm thinking, oh no, that's too much. And then he comes back to me, he says, 500. He goes, oh, that's good. Last year we paid 3,500 for the guy. And I was like, oh, geez. They didn't even blink at that.
Wow, yeah, and I kind of feel bad in a way. It's like whenever it gets to that point in the emails or in the communication where it's like, how much do you charge? I kind of feel awkward just saying it or just talking
Yeah,
about it.
everybody does.
But I mean, eventually, I think with the more I do it, it'll get better. But I don't know, it's just kind of awkward still.
No, hey, thank you for the updates, and say hey to the family. And I'm excited about college for you. I'm living vicariously through you, no pressure, but I love college. So
Yeah, I'm
good.
super excited.